Hey YouTube, Rail here, back again with some R-Cube engine updates. So let's go ahead and get the game up here. Thought we already had, oh there we go, Visual Studio. Okay, and grab the right controller. So we've sped the movement speed and rotation speed up a little bit. I might take that back down for the video here. But you can see we've got player 2 over there, and player 2 is rotating. And player 2 can shoot some Pew Pews out, which are really just copies of player 2. And if I want, I can hop over there, and now I'm player 2. And if I, turn around here, I can look over at the world and shoot things and take out blocks. There we go. And place blocks. I want to place one. There we go. And I can see player 1 over there. Switch back to that view. Yeah, so we've got multiple players being drawn and their rotation being worked in and shooting in the direction that they're looking, and controllers that are trying to tangle me up. Okay. So that was a lot of work, and there's still a little bit that we need to do with rotation. We've got rotation applied to bullets, but then if you look at player 2 there, you can see player 2's nose sticking out. And the nose, of course, should be in front of you, but it's not quite right there for player 2. So we've still got to fix that, but there at least the bullets are shooting in the right direction. That's what really counts, so we're going to leave that alone. We'll come back to that after we've done a little bit more linear algebra study. We can figure out what the math confusion is there that's resulting in that inaccurate rotation. But I think the next big thing we're going to work on for the code here is now that I've got pretty much everything I wanted except for collision. If I want to start doing collision, I want to start doing axis-aligned bounding boxes. And to get the boxes around arbitrary shapes, I would like to start having some kind of a mesh struct so that I can iterate over that mesh and get my min and max. And then I can just check that. But to arbitrarily generate that, I think I need to have everything in structs that know how many objects there are in the mesh and how many points there are in each piece. And for all of that, I think if I'm going to do all that work, it's time to do not a rewrite, but a cleanup and turn some of my just procedural code more into systems. So we're going to get hot reload back. I would really like to have that back to make testing some of my rotation stuff easier, for one. And it's just cool to have, for two. After that, we're going to get a draw buffer set up so that we can change things on the fly and change out to Vulkan later on. I think the more I learn about Vulkan, the more I think, wow, I need to change over to Vulkan. But other stuff first. And then the third thing I need to do in this cleanup is to get a packet buffer system set up so that I'll receive packets, and then I'll check for controller state on the local machine and send packets out if necessary, and then process the game stuff. And that can just I'll always have that same pattern no matter what, so I can do it now and get it done. And then after that, after those systems are in place, I'll come back to collision detection and health so that I can shoot at my buddy over there and it'll actually pick it up and affect his health, and he can respawn at the spawn point, and it'll actually be a game at that point, I think. So yeah, very excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to take some time though, so it may be a while before we do another gameplay devlog here. I think for the future we'll do some of the uh, if I have models ready, I'll show some of the Blender models for the characters. If I don't have Blender models ready, or if they're just too terrible, very, very possible, then we'll just show some of the inspiration artwork that I've put together to help me try and figure out how I want them to look. Or, maybe we'll just show some in progress stuff of gameplay, even if it isn't particularly new. It is more visually interesting than me talking about a document. um, yeah, so that's it for the moment. Very cool, very exciting progress. I'm very happy with this. Pretty fun to play with, even though it doesn't really do anything at all. Just silly. Uh, Hopefully coming soon, we're going to have a Discord where people can come and ask questions, and I'll be able to post answers there and work those answers into the game design doc. I'm sure there's a lot of things that are obvious to me that are not obvious to people watching these videos. Um, so hopefully we'll have a Patreon set up as well here soon. I would like to put the demo out on Patreon. You should be able to run this right now on any Windows PC, even though it doesn't do too much, just so that people can play with it and see tell me what they want to see changed, what should be different, get some feedback. Um, wasn't there one other thing I was going to set up with Discord, Patreon? Oh, hopefully we'll be doing a Steam page as well. Just have a placeholder for that too, just to really get started on things. Uh, yeah, so exciting stuff coming up. We hope you stick around, like, and subscribe if you want to see more, and have a good one.